I'll repeat the question. When you started preparing for UPSC exams, and if one should think about appearing for civil services exams, what should you, what do you think should be the ideal age to start preparing for that?
So I started preparation during my final year as I had to take examination during my internship. So anyone can start preparation at any time, but I think one should start preparation 1 year before preliminary examination.
So, were you also working before or while preparing for UPSC exam? And if you were working or studying also, how did you manage your time for preparing for UPSC or working or continuing your graduation studies?
So my first attempt was with my internship. So I anyway had to go to hospital to do my internship duties. My second attempt was with my junior residency. During my third attempt, I left the hospital. I devoted full 6 months for the UPSC preparation.
As it is a very vast syllabus, you have to cover a lot of things when you are preparing for UPSC exams. So, was there any strategy which you followed that I should do this first or that first while you're preparing for UPSC exam?
So I followed NCERTs and standard books. So I read them thoroughly. And for current affairs, I relied mainly on newspapers. So whatever was coming in newspapers, I revised them and relied on them.
So you mentioned standard books which you referred. So do you suggest any standard books which should one go through when they are preparing for prelims as well as mains exam?
So all the NCERTs. Then for polity, Bipin Chandra. Polity, Lakshmikant. Modern history, Bipin Chandra. For economy, NCERTs and economic survey plus budget documents. Geography again, NCERT plus GC Leong. These were the main books.
And it's a very vast syllabus, and when one talks about, there are a lot of things which you have to cover. So do you suggest that one should cover everything which comes once under one's nose, or do you recommend a limited study that they should cover this much of syllabus and topics and that should be it?
I think the standard book should be read cover to cover, and whatever comes in the newspaper from those topics, one should read thoroughly. So one should read everything superficially and a few very important topics very intensively.
So you already know, and we all know that these days everything is available on the internet, and there is paper source material also. Coachings are providing notes as well as standard books, newspapers. So in this time of internet, how did you rely on the internet source material, and what was your prime source of information when you were preparing?
So I relied mainly on standard books and I supplemented them with internet. So because one can get lost in internet because there is so much information, one does not know what to rely on, what is important, what is not. So the internet should be used to supplement your knowledge. Not, I don't think as of now internet can be used as the primary source of information.
Not primary source. So this question is asked to all those successful aspirants who appear and get successful. That how many hours did you study in a day or on an average, and if one is going to prepare for UPSC exams, how much hours should they study?
I think 6 to 8 hours a day for like 12 to 15 months is necessary, and I think they are in fact enough to crack this examination given sufficient luck.
So, what was your strategy, if I may ask, or your style of preparing? Did you prepare a timetable? Let's say in the day I should do this work, or were you also setting targets? Let's say daily target, weekly target, monthly target. Is there something like that?
I did not set targets as such, but I knew okay, this is the syllabus, this is to be done in that time period. But I divided the whole day into optional, general studies, and essay, and that's how I prepared.
So you divided the topics which you will be covering throughout the day.
Yes.
So did you also make notes out of the things which you read, and how important do you think making notes is?
I think making notes is very important. Whatever one reads, one should jot down at least 4, 5, 6, 7 points, because that is the only thing which one can revise at the time of exams and which comes in very handy.
So reading newspaper, we all know, is very important for UPSC preparation. So how many newspapers did you read in a day?
I used to read 2 newspapers,
Okay.
Economic Times and the Indian Express.
Economic Times and Indian Express. So you did not go through Hindu, as many suggest that Hindu is the best paper.
Hindu I used to go through, but this year I did not read Hindu.
Okay. So what was your style of preparing for newspapers?
So I used to read newspaper in the morning every day, and
how
I would
much time did you give to newspaper reading?
normally it would take 1 to 1.5 hour in the Indian Express and half an hour to 45 minutes for Economic Times.
And what was your? How did you prepare for newspapers?
So I would go backward from the last page towards the editorial
Okay.
and read all the important stuff and would leave out political news and accidents and all that. So editorials, important editorials, nothing political, only syllabus oriented information.
So it's very important that you are focused when you are preparing for exam. And as it was your third attempt, sometimes you may be distraught also. That sometimes it becomes frustrating. So how did you manage the focus and necessary momentum which is required?
So it's essential to maintain patience in this examination as there is huge uncertainty. So when you think you're getting tense, losing your focus, talk to your parents, to your friends, read some good book, watch a good movie, go play with your friends, and come back refreshed. Take a day or two off. That's the only way.
So when you sat for the prelims exam and mains exam also, what was your strategy for both of the exams? And did you follow any integrated approach? Let's say you will be preparing for both of these things, prelims and mains, in one go, or did you follow them separately?
No, I did not prepare for prelims separately. I followed integrated approach. So I mainly prepared for mains, and I thought if I could prepare well for mains, the prelims would be taken care of.
Okay, so your main focus
Was on mains, yes.
So you know that there is a very limited time in your appearing for mains exam, and sometimes people tend to rely on the questions which they know more about. So did you attempt all those questions which were there on the paper, or you just attempted those which were very sure of?
No, there was not any question which I did not know anything about. So because as I knew something about every question, I attempted all the questions. And if you know something about any question, you should attempt it.
So do you suggest that if a student should attempt all the questions which are there to make sure that they get the maximum marks?
In mains,
Yeah, in mains.
yes, if they know something about it, because if you don't attempt, there is no way you're gonna get any marks.
So what was your style of writing when you were answering the question? Was there did you follow bullet point approach, or did you write in the paragraphs?
So I mixed it up. So I would start an introduction with the paragraph, then I would write a few points, then another paragraph and a few points. So I did not follow any standard approach, but I would mix them up.
So do you think that one should have a very good academic background or any special qualification if they want to prepare? for UPSC exam, what would you suggest?
I don't think for UPSC examination any special academic background or awards, medals are necessary. One just should have the focus, patience, determination to crack this examination.
Okay, and here is the key question: how important the support from family as well as moral support from friends also? How important it is when you are preparing the
I think it's very, very important because this examination, as I said, comes with huge uncertainty. Even if you prepare so very well, you are not sure that you would succeed. I was as well prepared as I was this time during my internship, but I could not succeed beyond interview. So, but my family supported me. They stood by me through thick and thin, and gave me all the moral support and courage. My friends were there with me. So I think it's necessary, and they help you. They keep you stress free. So I think that it is very, very essential to have good moral support.
So if you could name any inspiration who was there, maybe your father, your mother, or any other person who was there who motivated you throughout.
Yeah, so my father, Dr. S.N. Garg, my sister, Dr. Kalpana Garg, they always motivated me to study and study hard.
Okay. So what was your approach of studying? Let's say some students prefer going for a long haul, or some take a small breaks in the middle. So what was your approach? Did you take breaks or did you just study?
So I usually study in 2 hour sessions. So I study for 2 hours and take 15-20 minutes break, then study again. So like 2 hours, 4-5 sittings of 2 hours each.
And what was your approach? Did you study in the daytime, or some students prefer that they study in the daytime, they sleep in the night? Some prefer studying in the night because there is less noise. What was your approach?
I mean, I used to study at night because I think I study well at night. I just studied for
You
my,
can focus a lot.
yeah.
Alright. And what do you think kind of a strategy which works best for you when you're preparing? Do you believe in self-study or a group study, or let's say a joint study between two people? What is your idea of it?
I think self study is the best, but self study should be supplemented with group study once a day or once a week, or maybe 1 hour a day. But it should not be like you are studying in a group, because
So,
the,
can you cite any example from your experience? Did you have any group?
yes, I had many friends who were preparing for UPSC examination. We used to interact on phone or sometimes even in person and discuss a few questions every day.
And when you are preparing, yes, and many people keep a backup plan. They think, let's say I attempt all these attempts I have and I'm left with nothing. Did you have any backup plans?
I mean, there was no backup plan as such, but since I'm a doctor, I would have gone back to that.
Okay. And what strategy and steps did you follow when you were memorizing such a vast syllabus? There is a lot of things to cover.
So I think the newspapers help in that. So if you come across some standard thing like president rule in newspaper, just go through your polity book and revise that thing, or repo rate, reverse repo. So through dynamic, keep revising static topics.
And what do you think how important your personal insight and knowledge is when you are writing for these exams?
Personal knowledge helps. I mean, once I like to read many books, so that helped me a lot during, because in essays and even in general studies paper, the knowledge you gain from varied interaction and varied reading helps you a lot.
Okay, so you think that when you read a lot and you can quote examples from
Yes.
those books. Okay. So did you put a total stop on your social life? Because sometimes it happens you go underground and you sever all the ties with friends and other things which you think that will waste your time. Did you do something like that?
No, I did not. But I maintained limited interaction. I did not go for many parties, but I had maintained contacts with friends.
typical day, if I wish to discuss a day while you are preparing, what was your daily routine?
So it was like I would sleep at 6 a.m. in the morning, then would wake up at maybe 1 p.m. Would eat my lunch, then study, then read newspapers, then take a break, then study medical science, then take a break, then different general studies topic, eat my dinner, go out for ice cream, then again study something.
Throughout the night.
Yeah, throughout the night I would study.
So how important is your personal and professional profile when you are going for the interview?
Professional and personal profile helps you in directing your interview, because if you don't have that profile, the interview can ask anything. So that helps only in that regard. But again, you have to justify that. If you are not, if you are from a good institute and you are not able to answer question, that leaves a very bad impression.
So, and then let's say you have put in a lot of efforts as you invested 3 years as well as sacrificed a lot of things and put in a lot of time. So, do you think it's worth it as well as do you think can you think of another career option once you join the services, or do you think this is the last resort for you?
When I thought of entering civil services, that was the career option I think would be the best fit for me. So I was willing to sacrifice everything.
So, what was your optional subject and why did you choose it and not something else? And if you were to suggest the new aspirants, what would you suggest? How did one make a good choice of using an optional subject?
So my optional was medical science, because I am a medical graduate, so that was a straightforward choice for me. So while choosing optional, one should take care that optional should be interesting. He should like that optional so that he could read it 1 year or maybe 2 years and 3 years. Otherwise, there's no point in choosing an optional just because it gives you marks, because otherwise you won't be able to read
So
it.
you should enjoy reading. This
Yes.
subject.
Yeah.
So how did you prepare for the interview? Because sometimes people think that's the key. To go because you go through prelims and mains. Sometimes the aspirants may just go off in their first interview. How did you prepare for the interview?
So detailed application form was the key. Whatever you have filled in that form, you should know thoroughly about that. Be thorough with current affairs. Be thorough with your home state. And don't leave anything to chance. Prepare well. Be focused. Do not lie. Follow basic etiquette, and you would be done with the interview.
So who was the chairman of your board and how long was your interview?
Sri Chhattar Singh.
Okay.
The interview lasted about 35 minutes.
And can you share your experience about the interview? What kind of questions were asked and what was the interview inclined towards your personal life, professional life, or were they knowledge and opinion based questions?
So interview board was very cordial. I was the last person to go on the last day, and they asked mainly about public health, India's foreign policy, and some of my hobbies. And they allowed me to express my opinions. So it was mainly opinion based.
Was there any practical question also? Any of that
There
sort?
wasn't. There was just one. What would you do as a health secretary?
Okay, so can you explain your answer?
So basically, I was asked, what would you promote medical tourism as a health secretary? I said, sir, I would not. I would first like to focus our health services on our own citizens.